Welcome to another presentation of Maximum Sports. I'm Garrett Furtick. And now, here's the coin toss. Ready for an onside kick. They have their hands team on the field.
Penalty on the defense.
He feels the defensive pressure.
He was looking for a way out of that one, but all he found was defense.
Second down now. They line up. Ready. Throws the ball.
I don't think they were in sync on that one.
On the defense. Incomplete pass.
They'd like to convert here on a third down. Ready. 3-3.
That defensive line is straight up scary.
The defensive line has been a nightmare for the offense all game long. Their ability to break through the offensive line and create chaos in the backfield is exceptional.
Absolutely. Their knack for hurrying the quarterback has been just disruptive. It's not just about the sacks, you know.
It's a punt on fourth down. Let's see how this plays out. Punt is blocked.
Stellar return. He just turned a routine play into an event.
Going for two. Handoff on the play. They needed it, and they got it. 2-point conversion, good. Get ready. One of the more exciting plays of the game. Onside kick coming.
Penalty on the play.
searching.
He was looking for a way out of that one. All he found was defense.
The quarterback is sacked. A huge play by the defense.
That's not going to do it, will it?
Lining up for a second down now.
Here we go. 13. Ready.
The pocket's collapsing. Sacked. And he goes down.
Nope, not good, nor graceful.
Third down, feeling the pressure. He might see something, looking to hold with 4 on the defensive line. He feels the defensive pressure, throwing. And he hauls it in.
Oh, nice job.
Touchdown! Wow, he got that through the defense. Perfect timing. They'll try 4-2.
7-14. Ready.
Hikes the ball.
The defensive line's playing like they've got a personal vendetta against happiness.
They wanted 2 points, but they won't get them. Stopped short. So, after that score, they will kick it off. Here we go. He kicked that ball like it owed him money. That's a return.
He put some moves on display.
You can't derail that train.
Let's go. Get one.
Handoff. He's down. That's a first down. The drive stays alive.
Made by number 28 on the defense.
First down.
Last minute or so of this quarter.
10 to go. Handoff on the play. They stop. Second down. And a few yards to go. The runner breaks through the defense. A powerful run to secure a first down. Okay, getting ready for a first down. He hikes the ball. Looks like a handoff. Brought down decisively.
Stopped short by number 28.
It's second down.
Second down.
And that's the end of the quarter. Ready for a second down.
Second down.
Let's go. Get one.
Handoff. With a burst of speed, he makes it past the defenders for a first down. Incredible move. They're knocking on the door with a first and goal.
You have to score here, guys.
Oh, boom.
Stopped short by number 33.
The offense is back with a second and goal.
They want that pay dirt.
Hands off to the runner. Touchdown! He found a hole and took advantage. Great run. They'll try for 2. Here's the snap. He hands it off. They opted to go for 2. And got it. Good play. They decide to go for an onside kick. Touchback.
Good call to opt for the guaranteed field position.
Handoff on the play.
Guys, we want positive, not negative. Blocking needs improvement.
It's second down. And forever.
Ready, set, hike.
sacked.
Sorry, that won't work.
Third down, and a mile to go.
Closing in on the end of the half. 2 minutes to go.
Third down.
94, second 14. Ready.
Here's the snap. Handoff on the play. Throwing. He snags it. Touchdown! Wow. He threaded the needle on that play. Good throw. They definitely practiced hard for this game. It shows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have it in them to repeat that effort. Yeah, certainly.
They line up now for the point after. He kicks. They tack on the extra point. After that score, we are ready to kick off. Excellent kick. Looks like he'll return it. What a massive hit. He hikes the ball. Handoff.
That was a big hit.
Stop short by number 25.
We're now at second down.
Second down.
Hey, listen up.
Hikes the ball. Looks like a handoff. He dashes past the defenders, easily earning them a first down. Great agility.
On the defense.
A new set of downs now.
First down.
Let's fight.
He finds a gap in the line and sprints for a first down. So, first down. They get him. It's second down and short. Handoff on the play. With that effort, they punch their ticket to a new set of downs. 100 yards on the day with that carry.
Yep, I think he'll run for more.
It's a first down. Here's the snap. He just rocked it. They navigate past the markers, securing a fresh set of downs. First and goal.
Got a score here.
He might see something. He's in, and that's a touchdown. Trucked him.
That's exactly how you do it.
Looking for a two-point conversion. He hands it off. They opted for two and failed to convert. Tackled quickly. Ready for an onside kick. They have their hands team on the field. Touchback. Safe bet. Bring it out for a better field position.
I don't disagree with that.
94-7-14. Fight. Block him.
A good reception there.
How did he get that one?
Number 15, tackled by number 4.
We head to the locker room as the first half comes to a close.
Excellent. I could use a break myself.
2, awaiting 13.
Time to kick off the second half. Here we go. Excellent kick. He decides to return. Tackle.
With the tackle.
Hands off to the runner. They get it.
Gain on the run by number 23. Tackle made by number 10.
They're lining up for a second down now.
Here we go.
Snapping the ball. With sheer determination, he powers through to a first down. What a remarkable effort. They line up for a new set of downs.
Ready, set. Go.
They stop him.
Gain on the run. Number 23. Tackled by number 31.
Lining up for a second down now.
Green, dirt kick.
He hands it off. It appears good enough for a first down.
Number 28 with the tackle.
First down and 10 to go. He sees something.
Defense was ready for that.
Stopped short by number 31.
It's second down.
Second down.
Hey, listen up, listen up.
Handoff on the play. With that game, the Chains are on the move. First down.
Number 78 with the tackle.
Dedication to the gym translates to performance on the field.
Do you think these guys do curls?
I mean, yeah, training is a fundamental part of modern football.
First down.
Okay, getting ready for a first down. Looking to hold with 4 on the defensive line. Looks like a handoff. That was a clip. With success on the play, they've earned themselves another first down.
Quarter is winding down, just 1 minute left.
So, first down.
Go get one.
Hikes the ball. Hands off to the runner.
They got in front of that one.
Number 23. Number 28 with the tackle.
Second and goal. Can the defense hold them?
Yes, here we go.
And a nose to go. He gets the snap. Bursting through the line. He charges for a first down with full power.
Number 23. Tackled by number 23.
They're knocking on the door with a first and goal.
They're too close to not score here.
And manageable. Handoff on the play. Wow! Good run for a touchdown. He broke the plane. Looking for a two-point conversion. Takes the snap. They went for 2, and that's what they got. That helps. Ready for an onside kick. They have their hands team on the field. He'll take it.
He crashed the pocket like the offensive line wasn't even there.
The defense breaks through, and the quarterback is sacked.
That's not going to do it, will it?
That's the end of the third. What surprises will the fourth quarter bring? Coming up. Second down.
Second down.
Ready. Green.
Snapping the ball. The quarterback is being pressured.
And down goes the QB. That's a sack lunch right there. He needs better protection.
It's third down. They're feeling the pressure. Defense switches things up. Looks like a handoff. The defense is giving him no time to breathe.
That defensive line's playing like they've got a personal vendetta against happiness.
Once again, the defensive front is proving why they're among the elite. They're preparing to punt, hoping to pin them deep. They blocked the punt. He's returning it.
What a great return. He found an opening and simply nobody could catch him. Come on. They might want to start thinking about next week's game if this continues.
Going for two. Defense is in a goal line formation. Hands off to the runner. They opted for two and failed to convert. They stopped him quickly. The defender breaks through and tackles him behind the line. Ouch. They decide to go for an onside kick. Looks like he'll return it. A thunderous hit. Defense is shifting their look to confuse the offense. He's throwing that ball. Yeah, backed up a bit there.
Oh boy, make better decisions, guys.
Ready for a second down. They have 4 on the defensive line.
Green.
Reading.
Cover.
He's sacked.
Yeah, I don't think they were in sync on that one.
They'd like to convert here on a third down. He reads what the defense is showing him. Defense sees something. Handoff on the play. Throwing. That's a catch.
They're putting on a clinic out there. Great execution that time.
Yep, first down. They got it. Move the chains.
This game is winding down. 2 minutes left.
First down now.
Talk about a monster squad. That defensive line is straight out of a horror movie.
Swatted that one. They're ready for a second down. They have 4 on the defensive line.
13. Ready.
Throws. Not quite on target.
On the defense. Incomplete pass.
Third down.
Third down.
Ready.
Throwing. He came down with it.
Good eyes, good hands.
Definitely. Touchdown. What a good throw. Read the receiver's route perfectly. They look to go for 1. The kick is up. The extra point is good. Ready for the onside kick. They have their hands team on the field. After that score, we are set to kick off.
The 40, the 30, 20-yard line, 10-yard line. What a great return. He found an opening and nobody could get their hands on him. That lead is growing. This team has to focus on fundamentals. Buckle down.
They'll try for 2. They wanted 2 points, but they won't get them. Stop short. They stopped it.
100 yards.
Get ready. One of the more exciting plays of the game. Onside kick coming. That's a fair catch. He's going to return it. The ball is loose. The defender was in the right place. Stopped. Looking to hold with 4 on the defensive line.
Green.
Trying to find his receiver. He's being forced to make a quick decision. Throwing. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
It's second down and 10 yards to go. They have 4 on the defensive line. Defense switches things up. There he goes. He slides to avoid a big hit. With sheer determination, he powers through to a first down. What a remarkable effort. The offense wants to look things over. They line up for a new set of downs.
Down. Sit.
Good reception. Touchdown.
Catch.
Wow, he got that through the defense. Perfect timing. Looking for a 2-point conversion. Added muscle on the defensive line for this play. Handoff. They opted to go for 2 and got it. Good play. They decide to go for an onside kick. So, after that score, they will kick it off. Here we go. That's a return. He's tackled.
Set.
He's stopped. The defense decides to take a timeout.
Timeout called by the defense.
It's second down.
Second down.
He hands it off. They stop him quickly.
Gained on the run. Number
Timeout.
with the tackle. Timeout called by the defense.
They've got to convert here. Third down.
Hey, listen. Fight.
Looks like a handoff. Dodging tackles. He sprints for the easy first down. That puts him over 200 yards. Wow! First down.
First down.
Handoff on the play. Stop quickly.
Yards gained on the run by number 23. Number 23. Tackled by number 31.
Second down now. They line up.
Here we go.
He hands it off. With a burst of speed, he makes it past the defenders for a first down. Incredible move. They line up for a new set of downs.
First down.
Stop quickly.
Yards gained on the run. Tackle made by number 23. On the
Ready
defense.
for a second down.
Second down.
Eyes sharp. The quarterback is scanning the defensive setup. They have 4 on the defensive line. They've secured the first down. Forward progress confirmed.
Tackled by number 23.
They're knocking on the door with a first and goal.
They have to punch it in.
He just rocked him.
Tackle made by number 31. On the defense.
Another shot to score for the offense with second and goal.
They're too close to not score here.
Minimal gain on the play as he is quickly met by the defense.
Short by number
The final whistle blows, and we close the book on this one. Have a good one.
That does it for me, too. See you next week.
is a good day for football. Hi, folks. We're moving forward in our presentation now. It's time for the coin toss. Ready for an onside kick. They have their hands team on the field. He'll take it. That's a textbook tackle there.
On the defense.
Tango Delta.
Coach needs to lecture that line. This will keep happening.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
No, brother, that won't work.
It's second down and a long way to go.
Tango Delta.
Hikes the ball.
He was looking for a way out of that one, but all he found was defense.
With the tackle.
Third down.
Third down.
Rocky.
That defensive line is straight up scary.
On the play. Fourth down.
They're preparing to punt, hoping to pin them deep. The punt is blocked. He's returning it.
What a great return. He found an opening and nobody could get their hands on him.
That's the pressure on the play.
Going for two. Defense shows a goal line form to stop this attack. That's not going to work. No good on the conversion. Stop quickly. They decide to go for an onside kick. A thunderous hit.
Tackle made by number 45 on the defense.
And he throws. He came down with it.
Fella, good grab.
Touchdown. What a good throw. Read the receiver's route perfectly. And now the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point is good. After that score, we are ready to kick off. He sees something. Good kick. He'll take it. He got his bell rung on that one. Stopped quickly.
Number 39 with the tackle.
Second down now. They line up. He's feeling the heat. The quarterback throws the ball.
Nope, that won't work.
They'd like to convert here on third down. He's watching for adjustments. Hikes the ball. The pocket's collapsing. He's throwing. Pass is tipped.
Nope, didn't get there that time.
Number 15 with the tackle.
Bold move going forward on fourth down.
Chronicles.